Wasn't me this time.
And you know what? And for the first time, it was not you. Welcome back to the final episode of this here panel.
What's up, y'all?
Did you just...
Yeah, I said that, you know.
Okay.
Anybody else say it?
Nah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It was like,
it was really that for me. That's what...
You okay?
No, sir. I will miss...
We just took a break.
I will miss you. I will miss you. So
what was that?
What's in that cup?
Farewell to you, my friends.
There's so much happening on this side of the couch. Somebody sit down.
When did you get a drink? I always keep it on me. Let's go.
We are going to discuss
Jesus Christ.
2020 pandemics,
Yipes.
panoramics,
Yeah.
pandemonium, all of that shit. We are going to discuss and break down our year of 2020 in the good Lord and y'all raggedy ass president.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Am I wrong?
Not mine.
Well,
Not for a few more days.
Mine is Joseph Biden.
well, now that he won again. It's officially confirmed. So tell us. Run through us really quick. Your 2020 in review. What are the highlights?
Man,
What are the
2020,
lowlights?
I knew 2020 was going to be a bad year when I was stuck in the house on New Year's Eve with my parents. We went to church, actually.
So you
the night
knew
before.
Hold on, I would like to point out. So you went to church and you knew your year was gonna be bad.
I knew it was going to be bad because I got a ticket going to church. Like, who get a ticket going to church, bro?
You really wanted to get the word, huh?
I was rushing to the word.
Wait. Even more importantly, you go to church Christmas Eve, Christmas Day,
And New Year's
Eve?
Yes. Damn! Literally, bro.
I mean,
New Year's Eve.
Now to be fair, I would go Christmas Day and New Year's when I didn't have New Year's plans or capable of making New Year's plans. The
I
Lord
went to
knows my
church
heart.
one Christmas Eve
With
with my mama. We were late.
You didn't have
It was.
You know,
It was just
I
awkward
was never
all the way
late to church
around.
because my mama played piano, so she had to be there on time.
Yeah, she was there early.
My dad played the drums, so. But.
I have learned more about you on this couch than I have in the last 5 years.
What the fuck?
How was it possible?
I knew because he told me in the qualified TV interview featuring No Side Eke,
check it
Sounds
out.
by
I
Side,
guess I
DJ
learned
Side.
this, yeah.
So y'all check that out when you get a chance. Yeah, but I knew that
Tap
already.
in.
Shameless plug, but that was actually a great episode. Clearly, I missed that part, but
Clearly, I didn't listen to that part.
I was probably
The more
just
you
mixing
know.
my words up like per usual.
Probably. That's all.
But yes, got a ticket speeding to church. So I was sitting in church pressed the whole time. Right in the new year. By the time it was January, I don't remember what happened. I was supposed to go to Dallas with my LBs. I ended up staying with Chris, but he couldn't do nothing because tax season. He's an accountant, and after January 1st, they get rolling. So he was working from like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, and I was just in Dallas like I missed the fun. So I'm just here. But there were some highs, there were some lows. I would just say the lows were.
You didn't even want to go for the highs. We went straight for the lows.
The lows were.
Okay, go.
The lows were very. I learned some lessons from them. So
Okay.
you care to
Elaborate
or-
on one of them, maybe.
nah.
Okay.
The highs. They were not like as high as my usual like high. Like in different years, I've had way better big moments, high moments. But I've just learned to become grateful for the highs and the
Definitely
lows.
had high moments.
Yes, sir.
What are they?
My highs, I got a full-time job.
Yes.
So
That's what we looking for.
There. That's what the people want to
Yeah,
hear.
so-
God damn
Something
it.
positive.
I'm an engineer. Okay, my lows. Let's start from the lows. My lows, I
Oh,
lost.
now you want to listen.
Nice. So you out here speaking and filling the blanks.
Yeah.
Hieroglyphics, we don't know what you're saying.
My lows, I lost an internship. First of all,
Yes. Okay.
NSBE National Annual Convention was canceled, and I was slaving for that for a long. I was working on that all year.
Slaving.
Man, that was not it.
I feel that.
And then also my trips. A lot of my trips got canceled, but specifically my trip to Puerto Rico got canceled a week before.
Oh yeah, you were going to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's just a lot of lows that will happen. A lot of stuff and also a lot of Sounds by Sauce that was supposed to take off this year. We had a party planned in L.A. and New York. Chicago party, it did happen. Check it out on Sounds by Side Instagram page. The
Love
recap
these-
video.
Love these plugs.
But yeah, the other events just they went left. It was Corona. So those were the
These
lows.
sound effects.
Among other things, but the highs were, I guess some highs that came from the lows was that, okay, I knew that like I can't throw events anymore. How like we talked about in the Qualified TV interview. Check it out, Qualified TV on YouTube. I had to shift to like I can't throw events no more. I gotta get into this virtual space and bring people like this kind of same feeling of as if they're at an event but they're not there. That was a plus that I started connecting with different DJs and built this little virtual brand. Let me not say little, that's minimizing myself. I also learned about that this year. Boom, don't minimize yourself. In therapy, yes, that's a high. I started therapy this year. So I would say those are my 3 highs. My brand kind of shifted and grew, and then I got a full-time job / graduated from grad school. Oh, yes, thank God.
And the crowd goes wild.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. So yeah, full-time job. I'm excited to be an engineer. I've been wanting to be a program manager for so long. I kind of that's why I shifted my the disciplines. And then the third one was just therapy. I started therapy. So those are my 3 highs from the year.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got there for you.
Yeah, but I still got several speeding tickets after that other one. I got one at Sammy's election watch party.
Governor Tate.
Councilman Tate.
You have a lead foot. I'm gonna need you to let up off the gas.
I swear, shit.
Not you said
learn?
several. You about to be
You know what's
remote.
crazy? They asked for our background check for my job, and
Yeah.
AT&T was like, sir, you have a lot of like points on your record. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you hired me already, so we're here. What you gonna do about
Oh
it?
my God, not sir. You have a lot of points on your record.
Just leave out the house early.
Early.
I'll be taking the train in Chicago. So.
You're also not wrong.
No, for real.
But I hope that shit don't. Yes, Steven. we're gonna bring it to you because you normally do a little bit better than that one over
I
there.
like your hoodie, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you.
what?
Thank you.
Carry on.
No, yes. 2020 was a shit show. Definitely. No, but it didn't end up being as bad. I think once you get past the pandemic, obviously, the vid. I think once you get past that, it was just about like what you decided to make the year, because it came down to that for, I feel like everybody, generally, whether you saw it with like small businesses finding ways to keep going or things of that nature, it was about what you made of the year. So I wouldn't say I had a lot of like personal lows. I did unfortunately lose a couple people. I lost 2 uncles earlier in the year, and this was actually prior to COVID. Really, this wasn't COVID related. But really, outside of those, I didn't have too many personal lows. I would say generally I had a lot of highs. Oh, I did also lose. I did not an internship. It was assistantship. I did lose that. That did happen. But I was able to find another job internship for the fall, so that wasn't too bad. But most of my highs were related to Qualified and the interlude as well. Like just getting both of those brands like really back off the ground and becoming more consistent with content for both of them. So I would say those were my highs, and then just the personal growth of myself, I feel like was a high. A lot of growth this year that I didn't expect, and I had no idea how it was going to look, but glad to be in a space where I can see that it has actually occurred and has actually happened. So yeah, that's kind of my 2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah, those were scary times with the like beginning of the pandemic when people were losing jobs.
Boy,
those were not fun times at all.
Not knowing if you were gonna have a job, if you were gonna get furloughed, or what this looked like, how long it was gonna be at home.
It's true. Just the tension.
That's definitely a blessing. A blessing to still be like alive for 1, and 2 like employed. So
yeah,
that's facts.
So
What you got?
So I did the most. I made a list
oh,
so I wouldn't forget. Gotcha.
Lucky.
I made a list of my highs. Actually, I don't remember my lows, but we can get to that.
He said, "I got lows."
I guess I can start with the low. I had said a couple episodes ago, like I was thankful that I had my health, which I guess I technically did, but I got sick in 2019, and I just had lasting effects into 2020. I got really sick and had pneumonia, as y'all know, and I was like on my way out.
You were hospitalized.
I was done for. Okay, so I'm like here now.
Here today.
Pneumonia ain't no joke.
It's not some
pneumonia.
acute nerve damage, but I have my lungs. So here we are.
Nerve damage.
Yeah.
Saint.
That's a blessing that you really
devil
made
is
it
alive.
through COVID.
I know. I have been COVID free.
That's
Thank
I
God.
think we all have.
We have.
Oh, absolutely.
We have.
Or
So I would.
somebody would be on these couches.
yeah.
I would. Amen. I would take that as a low because even though I got pneumonia in November, I wasn't medically cleared until about July of 2020. So I was still going through breathing treatments. I was still going to the hospital. I was still doing things. I couldn't walk too far without getting winded. So like I think that on top of the pandemic and everything was a lot just because like as a runner, like
I'm gonna say you working out still. That's crazy.
right, and that was one reason which is good, gets me to a high is that I started working out because once I got cleared, the doctor said I can go back to doing whatever, and I wanted to either train for another half marathon or to do another Tough Mudder, and he was like, just do it to the point that you can like stand doing physical activity. So I started working out. I didn't train for either one of those, but at least I got back in the gym. I was like, well, baby steps, because I didn't really know what I could take, but I got back in the gym. Right, I'm coming for you, Donovan. Give me a few more months.
You gotta stop this, man.
You
gotta
stop.
So the gym got my, health and fitness back, but my highs, since the world stopped and we ain't had nothing else to do, I figured why not? I turned 30 in 2020 and let's just do some shit that scares you. So the things that scare me, I took swimming lessons.
Yes, you
I
did.
took swimming
You did
lessons.
do that for like a month and a half.
I did. Then that was, I feel like that was shade, but that's how long my lessons were for. Okay. I didn't quit.
I was going to say you were late to almost every last one.
I was. How I didn't get a ticket going to swimming lessons, I don't know. But water scares the shit out of me. It's something about being in the water that just I don't have control over. But I figured that was getting into something that also scared me because I applied for Survivor.
Yes, you did.
As y'all know.
Yes, you did.
That I really.
Hey, if you Raggedy Hoes are watching, he would love to be on the show. I think he's pretty freaking qualified.
Send the clip to them.
Just saying, I'd do it.
No,
I'm
yeah,
the type.
I don't have nothing to
You should
plug.
insert his clips.
I don't have nothing to plug other than the fact, like, hey, if y'all see me in 2021 and 2022 on Survivor, just know that this is where it started. But I figured if I was going to be on Survivor, I would have to learn how to swim. So I did swimming lessons, and
It's true.
I'm no longer afraid of water. I'm not, Michael Phelps by any stretch of the imagination. But
But you won't see. But you won't drown.
I won't.
And that's all that matters.
Not immediately, at least. I got a chance, Get out there. I'm not diving in the pool like Diddy did, though, so I'm good. It's a win for me.
Man's was struggling.
Is there anything else that scares you?
Yeah. I shot my shot at a nice little
Okay,
PYT.
I'm so glad you finished that sentence because you
What?
said I shot, and I was like, wait, nigga, when'd you get a gun this year? And then it continued.
No, I shot my shot. I don't, like I told y'all before, I don't do cold dating or whatever. But you
did well with that shot. I will say that.
Why, thank you. I think
And the door's really not closed there, so
it's not.
stay tuned.
So, hey, we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I did those things, and then, like Nosa did some reading. We started
did a
this
lot of
podcast. We did a lot of reading.
Yeah, I've never read that much in my life. Look.
That's why your brain's so jumbled now.
That's why I learned words. I feel like T.I. trying to articulate myself.
But yeah, highs. All of that goes to say, like, all of my highs, I tested my limits, and I surpassed them all.
Proud of you.
Yeah, I jumped in a cave of like a little water joint, like a cenote. This was before 2020, but I realized then when I jumped in, I said, "Damn, I can't swim. I should probably learn." So, 2020 brought some growth. Yeah.
Love that.
I love that for you. I really.
I got my lungs back.
Yes. I think that's a
That's
highlight.
good. That's the
Most
biggest
definitely.
part. Oh, your hair outgrowth. You can talk about that.
Yes.
Oh, and that's why I started growing my hair out too, because I couldn't go to the barber shop when I got sick because of all the fumes.
And now look
And
at
I said I had made a deal with Clemens to grow it until March, and I said February. He said March, and then it happened to be March, and then the world stopped, and I said, well, what the hell is growing?
He carried on.
Yeah.
A year later, here we are.
That's crazy.
Here we are.
Aren't you the educator?
Yeah, I'm not an English teacher. I got a lot of typos. But
Oh my god.
You.
Lowe's. Lowe's.
No.
I think one of the most recent ones is the fact that I lost a car this year that I didn't plan on losing at all. So that was a hell of a curveball that came in and of itself with things. But on the flip, highlight, brand new car. Like that little car too. Little Butte.
That's nice.
Brand new whip.
Yeah, so that would be a highlight and a low. I think another low was probably going out for the national chair for the Black Law Students Association and not getting it.
Yeah.
it did happen this year.
I know, right? It felt so long ago. That's why I'm really in my head. I've been trying to figure out what all happened this year.
Conference was right before Rona too.
Mhm.
Like, right, I mean,
We literally were the last
Rona was
thing.
here, but
I
it wasn't
came
like a-
back from that conference and then we got kicked off campus.
yeah.
So, so yes,
And we were
that.
supposed to be a week after y'all.
Yep.
I was like, Nesby, come on.
That was a low. I think some easy highs are the fact that I had an internship this summer with the
Virtual.
Fortune 50
That's-
that was completely virtual.
It's a blessing.
Was really relaxed, to be honest with you. That ended up in a full-time job offer
Amen.
after graduation. So all a nigga got to do is go. Like it just gotta go. I would also say, let's see, getting engaged would be a high
Ding, 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 ding,
of 2020. I don't know if it'd be more of a high for her than me, but I feel
You
like
knew it was coming.
I've had all year.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, like this time last year, Phelan was like, "What are you doing on this day?" I said,
That's true.
I don't know, bruh. I'm like, I might be out of town. He was like,
And that's the problem.
he
And
was
I-
like, sit down.
pin the date. Pin the date early. 'Cause
Literally.
your ass likes to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another high would be the channel has done a lot this year. The vlog is back. This is a new show to the channel, which I think has been doing pretty freaking well. Shout out to y'all. How to Get Over with the JD season 2 has actually been doing quite crazy numbers on both platforms that it sits on.
Some good guests too.
And, yeah, solid guests, solid topics, new Instagram page for that. So yeah, you know the page is finally seeing some much needed new additions and growth since I started the journey. But other than that, 2020 hasn't really been that awful for me. It's like it comes with this little sneak disses and punches, but outside of that, I'd be here.
I think definitely COVID was the big blow of like
Oh, absolutely.
it was like
That whole game and said,
2020.
right hook. Because especially for me, I don't know about y'all, but just this virtual fatigue, especially with school, like from March until at first it was like, oh yes,
Oh.
thank God, we don't gotta go to school.
spring semester, I was out of it.
But then I'm like, by like April, I'm like, all right, I'm tired. Like finals virtually, this is not it. And then I came back in the fall, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm about to make it through this last semester. I don't want to be
Really?
here. I hate it. Like,
This semester was a lot easier for me being virtual than it was when we got virtual the first time.
oh no, I just didn't like I also got used to like campus being clear, none of these little kids running around. You know,
Now that's also true.
It was-
I did enjoy a clear
it
campus.
was peaceful this summer, like very cool, and like I could take walks and like at least get outside to like
Now these COVID
Take a
ass
break.
kids was running around without masks on,
exactly.
just out here in these streets.
And it's cold as hell. I ain't taking no walks outside when it's cold, so
no, to be fair, the cold, crisp air is like really does something for me.
not me. So,
I'm sorry.
but that's good though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
But definitely that was the only like really bad part. After like all the others, like the trips being canceled and the internship being canceled, I was like, oh, that's temporary. But then I was just like mentally having to get through like, I don't know, just working this virtual space.
I
all
hate
the
working
time.
online. I hate teaching online.
I like
That's
engagement.
fair.
I like engagement. People are like, oh, so are you gonna go back into the office after COVID?
That's not fair.
I am
That's
probably
okay.
gonna go into the. I'm gonna opt to go.
Absolutely.
To
I was excited to go back because we were off from March until April, and we went back, and I was like, ooh, cool, with some sense of normalcy. And I got back, and I was like, I hated it. So I wanted to be back home, but then you get used to it, and it's just like 2020 just ruined the year
Yeah.
for itself.
I think it kind of brings up like this new norm conversation people keep talking
Yeah,
about too.
yeah.
Because my job now is even talking about like we don't know what's gonna look like. I mean, we're virtual for like the next 6
As
months.
long as you pay me, I don't care.
Exactly.
Honestly, truly, that's
I'll
really
figure
all
it
that
out.
I
To
don't
be honest
care.
with you.
I'll be okay.
We virtual for the next 6 months, but they was like, we don't know if we gonna be like 2 days virtual, 3 days in the off. We don't know. They don't know yet. So a lot of companies are
State Farm
still
won't, so that's,
formulating that plan. So it's
That's right.
interesting to see. I just need people engaged. I need the interaction.
I can work from home. My very first job out of college was
Oh yeah,
working
virtual
from home.
Yeah, it was.
Literally, I think the epitome of what a virtual job is outside of like
The travel.
a few traveling things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could I'll pay me what State Farm would pay me to do that job. It'd be like this every day.
Well, that's crazy, but you went into that knowing that, and so like you had the at-home office.
Yup.
Like now, like think about how many people have desks in their houses now, have actual chairs that they can.
And that's funny.
Before
to me.
it was
Like,
not a
I had,
thing.
right, I had all that shit, and now people were like, I remember at the height of the pandemic, people were like, oh, where can I get like a good desk or chair?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, y'all didn't have that shit.
I only
in
had it
y'all
because y'all
crib?
told me to
I
get it
was
for grad
broke,
school.
so I didn't really have a workspace in my career after the pandemic, really.
I don't believe in working from
Technically,
home.
yes, you did.
Prior to
Hey, look,
the pandemic,
With
like
the table.
I worked a lot.
Okay, we're not counting.
Like
Fine.
a lot of hours.
Work
So
that
it's like when I come home, I just want to break. So the fact that we had to then move work at home, I was like, this shit sucks.
Yeah, and
Right.
then just like you have to get out of it. Like just I don't know. You want to stay in bed all day sometimes.
There were times where
Well,
I
yeah.
did stay in bed all the time. I will not incriminate myself about what I did in the summer, but just know sometimes breaks had to be had.
Phelan was that person. Cameras come out. Oh God. Oh.
Dead ass.
Hey, God.
They saw my headboard on Zoom.
That's when you get the virtual background. The virtual
Really?
background is clutch.
I didn't
Oh,
have to do a lot of Zoom in. My classes were my program's already online. So my classes didn't change. That was
Okay.
great. And then both the jobs I had over the summer, I didn't really have to Zoom in for one. And the other one I only had to Zoom in when we were recording like the episodes like for that podcast. So that was virtually once a week. So I didn't start experiencing Zoom fatigue until we were recording for the interlude. That had nothing to do with school or anything academic whatsoever. But we were recording for the interlude, and we were recording 2 or 3 times a week. That's when I started using Studio D here. And yeah, that shit got tiring as hell.
I bet.
I think the only thing that helped was the fact that Donald House was always stashed with something. There was always something to drink. There was always something to eat. You feel?
Where is this going?
I too was like, tell us more what Donald Tusk is stashed with.
Always.
I don't have
No.
nothing. No.
You guys are sick.
He said it first.
Donald is an upstanding citizen. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Amen.
All right.
So
Not this last.
now that we talked about this year, how do you feel about going into 2021? Are you going to have New Year's resolutions, or that's not kind of your thing, or you just how do you feel about next year?
Bro.
That.
How do you
right,
feel?
that.
Take it away.
Right, I mean that. It's yours. The floor is yours.
But I am going into 2021 with that mentality though. I mean, it's not really about anybody else, honestly, but I am going into the year with the mentality of the fact that everything is at my disposal. Not that it wasn't before, but if it's anything positive to take away from the uppercut COVID gave to the world, I think it's the fact that we are really in charge of one, what we give our time to, what we give our energy to, and two, what is possible in terms of what we can make happen, what we can create. I feel like there's a lot of people that figured out that what they really want to do and what really makes them happy is very feasible and very possible, and they found a way to do it in 2020. And that market is going to start increasing anyway. You're going to start seeing more people go into business for themselves or do things for themselves. All they needed was a time frame where they could try it out and not have to worry about failing, or not even that. Like so many people don't take like if everybody had a 6-month trial period where you weren't worried about bills getting paid or you weren't worried about losing a job, and you could just really focus on something you really want to do, you probably learn that it can happen. And I think a lot of people were granted that opportunity with COVID, especially at the height, at the very beginning, for the first 2 months when legitimately wasn't shit going on. It was versus battles every weekend. It was a new Twitter challenge every weekend.
The push-up challenge.
It was
different stupid.
I was so tired of being challenged.
When that was a thing, there was just so much time for you to really be like, all right, well, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
What
TikTok,
makes me
apparently.
happy?
TikTok was going crazy.
I still
at the
haven't
time.
got TikTok, but nonetheless, TikTok still seems like a great app for everybody else. But yeah, that's my mentality going into the new year.
Me? I think the same as Steve for sure. I just feel like next year is really gonna pop off for me. Like some big things are gonna happen. You know, pop off.
Gang.
Just because, like I tweeted the other day, like everything that I said I was gonna do 2 years ago, I'm doing that now, which is crazy. Like I said, I was gonna finish my grad program early. I said I was gonna shift my field of engineering to tech, which I'm doing now. You know, I said I was going to do so much, and now there's still so much things that I still want to do. Now that I'm leaving this space of academia finally for the first time, and I don't know how long, man. 20-something years, however long it's been.
How old are you?
And then just take like 3 years off of that and you got it.
It's been 20 years. Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, yeah.
He had to carry the water.
I'm the engineer here. Wow. No man. But yeah, I feel like, man, I'm like, whew, next year I'm about to go crazy, man. Like, and it what Steve also said, like, about just having the time to, like, sit down and try. Like, I didn't have to worry about bills. Like, COVID allowed me to move out of my space and, like, move in with my brother. So now I'm saving money on rent.
Still in the century.
That is the
Still
kind
in
of
the
the century.
Yeah, finessed. I finessed. And now
And your brother's ready to
kill me. He asked me today, when are you moving out? And last night, when are you moving out, man? I said, like, in a couple of weeks. He said, all right, man, I'm gonna miss you, but get out. I'm like, dang.
That's on brand.
You hate me.
It's very, very.
But anyways, yeah, so I didn't have to pay for rent anymore. Saving a lot of money there. It allowed me to just more time focus on DJing, but also like graphic design, videography, a bunch of different stuff that I really got better at. And so I feel like, man, next year, it's just about to go crazy. I don't know. Just watch. Just tune in, y'all. I can't even express what I'm trying to say. It's just I feel great. I don't know what's happening, and I also come to terms with just like not knowing what the end looks like, but just continuing to like go through my process without having to see that end of the journey.
That was such a therapy response,
yes.
and I loved it.
That part.
You've
That 10 times
That
over.
part, yes.
I keep telling people that product versus process. Don't focus so much on the product. If you think that you're going to be good, you most likely will be. You need to look at the process, the journey to which you get there, and all of those things that come along with it, because you be so focused on the end result that you miss out on those things. And I feel like I've learned that like in recent times, and I'm appreciative to have that thought process of, you know, just moving forward. But I think for 2021, I mean, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. My New Year doesn't start in January anyway. My New Year always, I tell you all the time, it starts in August. That's my birthday. That's the start of the new school year. That's the start of the new like year
Totally
for me
fair.
for work.
That's what I was thinking. Like
Life year.
You wanted
my
it.
life year.
Yeah.
My quote has been like, "This is a year of abundance for me." 24 at least. So that was my birthday. But now I'm like, do I want to continue that, or do I want to go with January? But I'm gonna just stick with August for
I
you.
mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Just taking notes on you to send to your therapist for later.
She literally told me to think in abundance. So I said, "Hey, you know what? That's my theme for the year," and that's what
I
happened.
mean, that's good. That's like a very church sermon, New Year's Eve sermon. Like
very
that's
much. That is what
That's it.
therapy is for.
proud of you.
But I'm hopeful for
Okay.
2021 or just the next year, whatever happens. I know we all said that December 2019 and shit exploded
Literally.
continuously.
Roaring
for months.
20s, literally.
It was
It roared.
abysmal. Okay, but no, I there are some things that I think are coming my way in 2021 that I can feel. I won't speak about on camera, but I just know
He's not jinxing himself. In
right. Yeah, things that y'all already know.
Okay.
But keep it in wraps until y'all find out.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Move in silence.
Like the G in lasagna.
Yes, sir.
Get it.
Actually, Lil Wayne's canceled.
So 2021.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. Probably shouldn't be, but I got some things that I think about to come my way and be in the works. And in terms of abundance coming to me, I think it's some positive energy shifting. It's some changes personally,
The winds of
emotionally, physically. Got these guns now. Professionally, just a lot of different things, you know. So
I like that for you.
I'm reopened to the world. I reopened the opportunity and reopened to everything, you know. Pandora's box. I hope it's good. So
I thought you said pandemic. I'm gonna say God forbid.
Okay.
But go on.
Fair.
yeah.
I like that for
Thank
you.
you.
Honestly, I don't know. Don't really know what to look forward to in 21. 21 is a huge transition year for me.
You're graduating, man.
So, right.
Ooh, looking forward to therapy. I'm restarting therapy
Ooh, that's a good one.
in 2021.
That's a good one.
I should go back.
I don't know. I graduate,
Take the
moving, taking the bar, starting a job. So much is happening next year. Like, whew.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is a year of change in and of itself, and I have a thing in the past where I used to try to like anticipate change, and it would really piss me off if it didn't go, you know, a certain way. So I've been trying to be a little bit more free flow with that, and I really just think that's where I'm at with 2021, because I came into 2020 with some expectations, and clearly COVID said, haha. So 2021, I think I would like to be a little bit more hands off and see where the river, you know, flows, to figure some things out and not be upset when things do not pan out the way I think that they should or would like to.
Let go and let God.
That is huge for you.
I know, right?
Like,
I've learned a lot
Get the
this
planner
year.
too.
the fact that you said that out loud in a straight face and believe it is crazy, because that is a huge step for you.
I know. This is growth. This is what a year to yourself really can do for you. And now you all understand why I like to be alone a lot. It really works for me. Really works for me. So yes, that is 2021 in the near-ish-esque future, I guess. But
You're not excited about graduation?
I would like to have a graduation.
Okay.
Factual.
I'm having a, well, okay, let me rephrase. I like to have an official graduation. I'm having a fucking graduation regardless. I put in 3 years of this goddamn degree. Fuck that. Respectfully. But, yes. So, Nosa, you had a question that you wanted to pose to us in the black community, because at this point,
You know,
everyone should be out here in these streets.
everybody had their powers come to them on December 21st. So,
What?
how will you guys be using your powers? What are your powers? Let's not get into that. How will you be using your powers for good in the next year?
Define good. Who's good? Public good? My good?
To better the community.
Real. These powers aren't to better the community.
No, I thought they were the better me.
The black people? The black power?
What do you think is gonna happen when you give niggas powers?
I would hope they do it for good, the greater good.
Have you met America?
Name a power. Name a power, no son.
Actually, I would. Yes.
Invisibility.
Do you know what
I'm about
niggas are
to-
doing with that? Cheating. Okay? Robbing.
Test score is going up.
Just everything.
Oh my god.
That's not helping the community.
Hell, I might get a PS5 with that. I'd love that.
Next.
Good
I
luck.
would be the dumbass to have invisibility, but then like trip over something, and then you now know that somebody's in the room. So that's maybe not the power for me.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
that would actually be me.
That would actually be you.
Well, I could see you doing it.
They gonna hear me.
I want to test another power out.
Let's see.
Please.
Teleportation.
Nigga, are you kidding me?
Do you know how many
First of
side
all,
names would be
all
babes
the-
and sides and babes?
First of all the same things we just said
Yes.
still apply.
Apply all that there.
And much more.
Silver lining, he would not have any speeding tickets.
I would.
You're going to hell.
That don't necessarily help the community, but
It
by all-
does not.
But by all
Well, then
means,
again.
I mean,
One less safest driver on the road.
Yeah. People safe on the road.
that more so helps you.
It's also true.
Definitely.
My
does.
public interest is not being hit, so.
Third time's a charm. Come on, brother. You
But
gonna
if
get
y'all
one?
didn't know, Black Twitter had a field day with these powers that we gained on December 21st. Go look at the tweets. You can search it.
Fireball.
It is
Right.
comedy.
That day is gonna be hilarious.
Pure comedy.
So what power are you going?
Well, yes. What power are you gunning for?
I don't know, man. Oh,
You did all.
Not
of
this life decision.
You did all of. He said,
This shit ain't even real.
I don't know, man.
the power to take other people's powers. Y'all watch
That is some sick shit. This is not my
That's
Hero
some hero.
Academia.
He might hero.
That's some sick shit.
Oh,
Talk
man.
about, you know what? I just want to rogue you. Rogue you. Like, what? No.
I
Dark
would be
bastard.
too.
That's why you were in all black, huh? He's a super villain in this
I would
story.
have. I feel like I would have like a ghetto ass power,
I can
or
see
a power and use it for something ghetto as hell. Like y'all know I like fire, right? So I just ooh,
you
you have a flamethrower. So I'd probably be outside like grilling all the time with. Just, I don't even need no grill. I just get a piece of meat.
I had somebody say they wanted to be they want their power to be like a BBL distributor, so they can get
Oh, what?
BBL Brazilian butt lift. They want to be out here.
That's
There you go,
the
shorty.
thing, say that.
No, it was not theirs, y'all. It was not theirs.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
wow. That just
I
took
wouldn't
me.
mind to levitate.
It
though.
was
I ain't
somebody in
gonna
the
lie.
family though, but
Levitate versus fly?
Yeah,
Levitating don't take you nowhere.
I know. I
It's
just
just like you're just off the ground. Like,
Yeah.
it's a tease.
again, I said ghetto ass powers.
What you gonna do with that?
Ooh.
Actually, I don't need it. D could levitate.
oh
You
my God.
are. This man is not here.
I hope you're watching, D'Anthony. I love you, cuz.
Oh my God! You know what? That's
Man,
fair.
This man has done nothing.
Steven, what power would you like? What would be your ideal power? What would you do with said power?
You know, I've been asked this question a lot actually, and I really do not have an answer. I don't.
I'm not saying you look like Static Shock or anything, but I mean,
Okay.
I think we could get there. You
Uh,
know, electrify.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but you know,
There's several things that do.
yeah, I don't really know. Don't know what my power would be. Don't know what power I would want to abuse.
It didn't.
Not that you would abuse it already.
I mean,
He's like, you
At least he was honest.
I feel like
what power isn't being abused by niggas at that?
I would not
Well,
abuse the power of telepathy.
You a motherfucking lie.
But not abuse it. Now the other one I almost said I absolutely would, but
What,
I'm not
invisibility?
abusing.
you wouldn't abuse it.
You wouldn't abuse telepathy?
Telepathy.
You damn near do now.
Telepathy?
Whoa, okay. First,
How many times have you said publicly that you be mind fucking people?
never. That has never been said on this camera.
He said, that's you, Mr. Manipulator.
I'm about to say, you said you were a manipulator
Lying.
on camera. It's in an episode 2. You said it.
I might have.
I know you have. I have not said anything of that nature on camera. There's no proof.
So you admit that you said it off camera?
I've never said it.
Nah, that's not what you just said. You said
Well,
you ain't said it
I
on
was
camera.
given in the realm that Donna was in that I had never said it on camera. But if we're saying like in general, I've never said that.
He's getting into technicalities of this.
He using it.
I didn't say that verbatim, Your Honor.
I mean,
I got character witnesses. No, just
objection, Your Honor, improper character.
Relevance! Sustained.
Jesus, this is outside.
watching one episode of Law and Order.
But same with Grace. I told you. Push one of
gosh,
Got.
it's spilling.
Oh,
Since we're on
when I started watching Grey's, I knew I could do anything. I was in.
Push one of Epi.
Since we're on superheroes, or at least powers, I thought of, movies, specifically Marvel movies. Oh, y'all looking?
Go, keep going. I want to hear it. Come on, I want to hear it. I want to hear
Do
it.
y'all look forward to going to the movies in 2021, or would y'all just rather have streaming services put their movies
I'll just put it on the streaming
on the
service.
platform and say,
I'm gonna watch the shit out of Wonder Woman on Christmas. Well, I'll probably watch the shit on Wonder Woman on Christmas.
I don't.
Is that
has
HBO?
to be.
Is that on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah,
If you have not watched that, because
Wait,
Diana
who watched
What?
Wonder Woman 19.
Oh, it dropped already? It's on HBO Max already?
No. Ho. Yes. Yeah. Actually, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I had to think about that. I said, "What do you mean?" Yes, it is. Duh.
I miss the movies. I miss the movies. I want to go to.
I definitely missed the movies.
I saw.
I do
Tenet
miss
in
the movies,
theater,
but I
and
don't
I'm
think
just
they'll
like,
open back up.
I
think
don't think they need to be honest. All them people in them close spaces.
All COVID really did was streamline this process because this was going to happen eventually.
I agree.
anyway.
Yeah, it just made it
100%.
faster.
I think it just happened much
Now,
faster.
if the movie theaters decided to do like sections in the club where everybody like you came with had like their own
Well, you
section,
can rent out
Like the
I
theater,
could probably
like
do
dinner.
that.
Now that would be dope
The
though.
I
dinner
could
in the
probably
movie
do that.
joint?
Yeah.
But see, that's just gonna make the movie theaters more ghetto than.
I mean, you're not wrong. No.
You get black people a section in the theater.
Wait, what was that one tweet from
Oh,
like a week
God.
or so ago with the bottle girls doing their little stroll?
Oh, yeah.
Just be in the movie theater just.
Yeah, at that point, fuck the phone rule.
yo.
Look, it don't
I'm like,
even
can I just
matter.
get my bottle? Why don't y'all
Young
have
bottle
$3, bro?
Look, at this point, you're gonna have a screen for every section at this point.
They
Look, y'all
call it
Right.
this
Do what y'all wanna
girl Sigma Bottle Row, and I was
Bottle.
weak.
It was a hot.
Can I call the episode Sigma Bottle?
We're not gonna do that. But I do miss the movie. You can rent out the movie theaters right now. You can rent out for like $110 or whatever. Some select movie theaters.
But it's still.
What are you doing that for?
Right, like it's just
I don't
like
know,
it's
but-
still. Ugh.
I don't have enough people to invite to the movie.
That also.
that could be like a cool little private birthday party, I guess.
You know what you should do? You should rent out the movie theater, right?
Call me.
But the projector, as opposed to playing a movie, it should play you, DJ.
DJ, that'll be hard.
Then you got everybody in the movie theater still teeing up. It'll be just like concert. It'll be just like
Right, in the
conservation.
sections.
It would.
It'll be
I
conservation.
should low key consider that as an idea.
It should be it'll be a bougie conservation. That would be.
Could you imagine
Gotta do
that?
something.
And we have superpowers.
I thought you almost said something else.
That'll be a
Alright.
plumful.
Oh.
that'll be a mess.
That would be like Sky High. You remember Sky High?
Yes, the Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking more. It's time to go.
Sky High, but wait, Sky High, but make it black. That's what's
That's,
happening on December
that's the
20th.
title of this episode of Sky High. At this point, that's it.
Oh
Sky fucking high.
Jesus.
You know what, guys? It's been fun.
It has.
Oh, this has been a journey to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed these episodes. Make sure you follow everybody on social media. Let us know if you want to see this again in 2021. You know, we'll see what happens. Even though transitions in life are going on, you never know what the year might bring. But until then, it has been fun. What the?
Oh, my kick on the way out.
Okay, so long. Farewell.
Farewell
To
to
you,
you,
our friends.
our friend.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
For now. We may or may not see y'all niggas again. Alright, peace. It's real on the panel. Bye.